Y'all, we are live back on YouTube. We probably don't have 10 viewers yet, but we will soon. With that in mind, y'all, I need you to give it up for your host for the second round of open mic this evening. Put your hands together for Quiet Storm.
That's a nice jump.
Thank you.
Do it again, I missed it.
And
My knees can only do it twice.
Nah,
I missed the first time I did it.
that hurt my knees watching that, so nobody else do that, please. All right, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 5. We got 5 more people to come up to the mic tonight. So everybody that's gone, thank you for sharing your pieces, your poems. Nikki Allen, thank you for a great feature. If you haven't checked her out, her work, if she has any books left, please go support. These are artists that come up on our show and our stage, and they have merch, books, whatever they sell. Please support any way you can. All right. First up in the second half of the open mic, please welcome to the stage Vinay Aisha. It's coming from right over there. Right over there. It's just slow, so we got to keep clapping awkwardly. Yep. She's still not there yet. There's an entire mic right there.
I wanted that mic. No. Don't tell me what mic to take. Ooh, that cloud looks different. That cloud looks like a different color of gray. All right. Hey, how you guys doing? Y'all good? Great, yeah. Shout out to Aisha, because every time they call your name, I'm like, I didn't sign up as Aisha, did I? Okay, but shout out to you. All right. I'm just saying. So I'm just going to do some shit that I've done, and we just going to call it some done shit, okay? I hate being nervous. So we're going to try this one out, and I'll cut it quick if it's stupid. But
I think we need to decide if it's stupid or not. The
Nope.
answer is no.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Oh, man, and my voice is gone. So I'm going to try to sing something real quick, then I'm going to stop singing. All I have is this moment, as much as I want you. All I have is this breath. Sandy beaches, crashing waves, gritty teeth, this breath saves. That's all it takes. Like having you around, 'cause everything is sound and can't nothing get me down. Got so much on my mind, said everything is fine. My feelings, I can't. We're gonna stop, because did y'all hear that? So I dance for Dayton Flight. It's the Dayton's professional basketball team, and so we're also cheerleaders. So we're screaming every damn weekend. So my voice is gone. Damn it. When this season is up, I'm coming back and I'm singing that shit for y'all, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. All right. Now I'm gonna redeem myself, hopefully. So I wrote this piece. I'm back in school again. I think I said that before. I was on the dean's list last quarter. Don't know about it this quarter. Nah, but
Which school?
Antioch College.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at Antioch. Gang. I'm creating my own degree with African American Studies and Performing Arts. So we're going to see how that develops. Watch. All right. So this is the piece. I, too, was raised in a 2-parent household. I am from dark places, birth gold through God-given space. Red like skin, black soul pure, green thumb. I am from the sun. My mama's lungs structured my hearing in many different ways. My nana's discipline gave an overstanding to the grins of work ethic. My family, even with assistance, is independent. Ain't nothing like the Right Pay sisters. I've never seen my parents do the splits, but the way they made ends meet, believe me, it was a stretch. Disciplined dinners, understanding conversation with sinners, cousins spend a night weekends, after church meetings, a cultural and Black background, to say the least. Holidays are made into cemetery concerts, blessing the way Annie and Samson paved. I am my ancestors. I am their activist. I am from school board meetings and long rehearsal evenings. I've seen y'all around, a southern kick, and I'm strictly from this part of town, Dayton. My lineage holds a light. Kappa strolls, elephant and pink souls. I am a daughter of the daughter of Isis. I am from my best friends and I are a divine nine. Family first. I am from love, even when it hurt. I was raised in a house, loving hallways, traumatic dinners, swollen mornings, suck it up adolescence, daddy's little girl's chair. Daddy wasn't there on the first date. Be careful now. Mama love you. Saturday mornings. This ain't my mama Monday night homework sessions. Kwanzaa blessings, neighborhood dogs and friendly faces. Tad, get your bike. Blind rage, jealousy, self-hate, 12-year-old me. I screamed. I am from balance. Between head in the clouds and ear to the ground. Never let your neck drag. Staying strong and proud. We be from higher ground. Thanks, y'all.
Keep it going for Vinay Aisha. All right. Next up to the mic. He's been around a while. Please welcome the founder of the Dayton Poetry Slam, Mr. Bill Abbott.
Bill Abbott! Look at that hair! We have a barber in the house.
He's not there yet.
Not there yet.
He's almost there. I like the new hair, Bill. Gotten longer. Quarantine.
Yeah, it's the quarantine cut, yeah.
Or lack thereof. It looks nice.
All right. I've got two new poems. This first one's called Ladders. The 9-year-old climbed the ladder to the top of the water tower with plans of flying his kite. And he managed, in seriously strong gusts, to get it into the sky high enough to feel like success while holding on to handrails and wishing for an erasure of the last several moments where he got such a brilliant idea. When the kite ripped out of his hands, shocking him into letting go, he felt a relief in that it was over. The excuse to stray so far above where he started was gone, and he could. Down was a long way down, and the friend who just arrived at the base of the ladder had to shout something about going up, but in reverse. Reverse the steps until he returned to safe. The paralysis was as real as the tears, several moments of sobbing out how he couldn't do it. He sat on the catwalk, dangled a foot, pulled it back. He could find some purchase with one foot, twist to face the ladder, look up instead of down, and find his way back to the dirt under his feet. He could do that if only he could move. All right, this next one's called You Can't Fight Big English. You ready for this?
Let me sit down. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let me please introduce to you the latest and greatest idea to ever approach your lordly presence, the return of the two spaces after the period. Ladies and gentlemen, there has never been such a brave and daring time to be alive, one where sentences wouldn't be tripping all over each other and perhaps becoming intimate. More sentences since the one space change might be meeting at the semicolon junction. Is there no end, ladies and gentlemen, to the scandal to such polite society? These daring sentences will not creep. One can only assume there is not, dear fearless readers, because the alternative would be mindless enjoyment of eternal seasons of vacant stares, the sort of stare that only hardened hearts can maintain against for any amount of time. And indeed, we did not. Which is why I am telling you this on a busted laptop in the middle of a pandemic. Two spaces. Two spaces are the only hope for a free tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah!
If you guys didn't know, Bill Abbott started what's known as the Dayton Poetry Slam back in 1999 through 2003. And then he passed the torch to Link. So a big round of applause for just starting this space. And it's grown so much. Me and Jonathan have been in this space. I think 6. Is it your 6th year?
No, I went to my first poetry slam in Denver.
Oh, okay. All right. So, but we've been in this space, I think, at least 5 years.
5.5 years.
Yeah. So, right. Huh?
4, I thought.
I came here in like March of 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. So, been a couple years.
You're
Yeah.
a little longer than me then.
Okay. So now you're stuck with us, Link. There you go. You're welcome.
Yes. Happy to. You book great features.
Awesome. Speaking of features, on the 20th, we have Underdog Academy. If you guys don't know this group of men, they're great poets, great entertainers. Actually, I don't remember the year, but our first show here, Yellow Cab, we booked one of the guys, Trip Fontaine, and our old venue had shut down. We didn't really know about it until like 5 hours prior to the show. We were like, we need to find a venue or we're not going to have a show. And Yellow Cab opened their doors for us, and we brought Trip Fontaine out, and we had like 125 people. Yeah. So that was only for one of them. So please come back out for the rest of them. There's 4 of them coming. That will be a $5 cover charge, but that is because so reasonable. Still reasonable. So, but there's going to be 4 of them on the 20th. So we're looking forward to that show.
Trip Fontaine, Leroy.
Yep. Trip Fontaine, Leroy Bean, Atlas, and Matthew Vaughn. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Next up to the mic, I hope I'm saying this name properly. Please welcome Kara! Did I say that right? I don't know if I said that right. Maybe. I don't know. I'm looking. Oh, there we go. They're not here yet. Keep it going. Woo-woo! You're good. There you go.
All right, hopefully I just don't mess this up like I did the first time reading. All right. To the love of my life. To the love of my life, please don't cry when I say these words, happy nor sad. For hearing this come from you should not be some momentous occasion. Instead, let these truths become dull to your ears, for that will mean that I have told you as many times as you deserve, I love you. Not a puppy kind of love, but the kind where I know that I can come home, fall into the bathtub, and you meet me with a bowl of potato salad, because you know that's what I love. And you know that it makes me happy. The type of love where we can cry in each other's arms, knowing that we don't need to explain ourselves, where we are not in a comfortable lull, but comfortable with each other's energies and habits. Listening to your breathing at night, feeling your body heat radiate, warming the cold ache of loneliness till it's sore no more. Our love is 100% unconditional, which these days is hard to find in our generation of swipe rights and DMs. See, we share this rare genre of love that allows us to be faithful, patient, understanding of our individual flaws, and still see each other as perfect. And it's these undeniable truths of our connection that I mean every time when I say I love you.
Woo!
Keep it going for Carrie, y'all. Is that your first time on our mic? Second time. Thanks for coming back. All right. We're coming to the penultimate poet. I always forget that word, but when
You know something fun? So on the next to last day of Violet's first grade,
okay.
she comes up to me and goes, "Dad, it's my penultimate day."
Oh, that's adorable. See, you're teaching the kids the vocabulary there.
Oh, yeah.
Good thing you're a good thing you're a English teacher.
I
Yeah.
know, right? Their papers are perfect.
There you go. All right.
They know the Oxford comma, goddammit.
Oh my God. If they didn't, it'd be punishment. I'm just kidding.
Right.
All right. Next up to the mic. He was your first host. Please welcome back Jonathan! He's almost here. Almost, sort of. Sort of. Yep. All right. That's good.
This is old shit. You're all too kind. This is called an occasion such as this. As a straight cisgender male, planning my dream wedding is not something that society expects me to do. Society expects me to plan my dream bachelor party, go toe-to-toe with a bottle of Jameson the night it occurs, wake up the next day, fight through the hangover, and mouth the words I do. Bonus points for not vomiting on the Reddit tux. Thank the best man for keeping the pictures of you getting a lap dance from the stripper he hired off of Instagram. You don't need your mother-in-law giving you shit on your wedding day after all. According to sitcoms and late-night comedians, there will be plenty of time for that later. But most people never have to plan for their dream wedding only being possible in a dream. Do you leave an empty chair where your mother would have sat? Do you put her photo in it? This is supposed to be a happy occasion, a celebration of new beginnings. Should death even have a seat at the table? Where does your dad's new wife sit? What do you do during the mother-son dance while lying on the floor sobbing to Billy Idol's Dancing with Myself is certainly an option. All signs point to it not being the best one, or even a good one. Do you dance with your grandmother instead? Do you dance with your closest female friends? And while asking your father to dance with you is always an option, having seen him in shorts, you know he does not have the legs to pull off anything your mother would have worn to an occasion such as this. And what would your mother have worn to an occasion such as this? Can you even picture her in anything but pajamas and those damn hospital gowns? And who decided that hospitals should give people gowns? They are for formal occasions like proms and weddings, not dance halls for the dead, dying and already dead. And how can anything with a slit in the back of it so you don't get shit all over yourself when you use a bedpan be called a gown? And why are you thinking about your dead mother? This is your dream wedding. Why can't you dream her back to life? Even if all those sitcoms destroyed your imagination, they should have taught you how to conjure up an apparition, how to perform a seance if only for a moment, how all those bad jokes you made earlier were just avoidance, how to smile, how to look into camera too, break the fourth wall, and let everyone know that you understand exactly what's going on here. The second piece I have is other people's shit.
Other people's shit.
I think I've read this like every year that I've been coming here since I went to Denver, because this was actually on a CD I bought of the Mercury Cafe Slam team.
Debut material.
Right? And I think I've read it every year right around when Pride would be. It is called Mr. Fred Phelps versus Mrs. John Waters, and it's by Aaron Bradley. This poem is dedicated to the Trinity Broadcasting Network. As the Honorable Reverend reaches the summit of his sermon, a 10-decibel sledge-syllable soliloquy resounding in the perfect turn of phrase, our brothers who make this choice to lie down in the simple embrace of homosexuality will pay the wages of eternal torment and hellfire. I sit awash in a heavenly glow of acceptance. Not like you're thinking. Not at the Honorable Reverend's bargain basement penny dreadful hatred. No, that's a dime a dozen these desperate days. No, the Hosanna that's hitting my Sahara ears like a 10-gallon pina colada is the revelation that you can choose to be gay. To which I say, if it's a choice, well, hallelujah and pass the heavenly hot pants. I want to be gay. I want to be beyond gay. I want to be so gay that Liberace himself rises from the grave just to tell me to Tone it down, honey. I want to be so gay that if you come within 10 feet of me, you will catch contact homosexuality. I want to be so gay you can light a cigarette off my ass. They would say our founding fathers would be appalled at how I am degrading our nation's moral compass. I would say that our founding fathers would be appalled at the thought of white people doing their own laundry. They will say that this is natural and this is unnatural. I agree. Who does this? That's not gay. That's drunk. I want to be so gay that every Mormon who voted for Prop 8 would, what's the word? Die! Who can resist the choice as easy as that? Oh, yes! Sign me up, Reverend! Who can resist the choice as easy as knowing the only thing that separates you from Matthew Shepard is that you weren't in that same exact bar at that same exact moment. Or guess what? It would have been you, naked, bleeding, waiting to die a slow, agonizing crawl of a death, and knowing that when you finally did, some honorable reverend would protest the very remembrance of your life, armed with 50 like-minded assailants, each holding crude cardboard placards in the front row. There's always a 9-year-old girl, isn't there? Her matchstick arms raised unwaveringly to her God, holding a sign that reads, God hates fags. Yeah, honorable reverend. Who can resist a choice as easy as that?
Give it up for Jonathan. All right. Okay. I don't know where that pen went, but it's gone. So the wind the wind took it. Oh, you got it? Okay. All right, so I lied. Somebody else signed up. So the next person coming up to the mic is the penultimate poet. So please welcome to the stage, Evan! And it's their first time on our mic.
Poetry Virgin! Oh, wait.
Oh, you're wrong.
Zach lied. I said nothing.
All right. It's Zach's fault.
It is Zach's fault. It's usually Zach's fault.
All right.
So I wasn't originally going to do anything. I kind of had to write this as other people were presenting, and I'm sorry for being on my phone. I try to be respectful. This is my own and new stuff.
Barely digested new shit.
So new, the doctor hadn't smacked its ass yet.
Why is the doctor?
There is one section at the end that some people might recognize, and if you know it, say it with me. But if you don't, that's probably fine. You're probably in the majority. It does not have a title.
Untitled shit.
Owls have never seemed so dark, and the night calls out and screams. The lodge in the wood is divided twixt velvet lies and angry seams. Loved and lived span a gap so thin to slight your eye, so thick to crush the spirit of any who wander into the arms of the death bag neath the sky. Black and white are not color, but ideals given leave to survive, versus the gift of oblivion. We are a hobby of shadows where death wants to strive. Coffee has never been so grand and pie so rich as that which passes ambrosia for graves who have not yet realized they were already dead. Cemetery gates held only by stitch. Though the darkness of future past the magician longs to see, one chance out between two worlds, fire walk with me!
Keep it going for Evan, y'all.
Wait, you wrote that sitting there?
Yep.
I'm turning it in my notebook.
Jonathan is offended that you wrote this.
I'm not offended. I'm taking it back.
Oh, okay. All right. He said he's going to throw away his notebook because you wrote that during the show.
It's phenomenal. That's why I signed it up. Thanks, Jack.
All right. Last but not least, please welcome Meredith.
Okay, this isn't mine. This is Pitch Black Monolith.
Other people's shit.
Other people's shit. Here. All right. This is titled God in Depression, Recipe for Yellow Cake. It's a shame that I'm detained in this malign frame of mind, but at least I'm free to be depressed. I guess I'm running out of time, so what's the use of waiting? Never even seen the gain in escaping. Maybe I need to be stressed over all of the insignificant things that I've seen my thoughts 1,000 times in my daydreams, all the while wishing they'd begin fading. How as a child I caressed stuffed animals, and now I see red when I'm used as a plaything. Prove there's no grace in aging. Face grooved by clock hands holding lathe tools. Fate is cruel, but it's indifferent and incapable of hating. I've been cruel and used words as blades too, sharpened by the phrasing as I raised my vocal inflection and shot syllables straight towards the heavens. So what was I saying? Something about the last laugh to be had and something about your dad, and how I still believe in you even through the hard times when I'm sad. Something like a paragraph, but more of a match glow, which acted like a lasso that pulled me closer as I tried to move past. So, now my paper's soul burns slow, and all I know is I feel like a piece of trash. Whoa. Still miles to go before I hit water flow. I'm full of sorrow, though, and that's a jagged pill to swallow. But you ought to know, I'm just here for a good time till I've got to go. Grind my teeth 8 days a week and only really alive while I sleep. Weep in dreams and still prefer those scenes to what I see when I'm awake. Learn not to speak, because out might squeak a small peep about how I don't think I can take it. It'd make me look weak. Like an athlete beaten at a sport he's never played and just try to fake it. But I'm the LeBron James of malaise, holding the pill like a palette of monochrome shades. Cold heart pumping ice in my veins, putting up shots past the arc. 3-point zone, making it rain grays. Buried the Jays like I buried yesterday. Bottom of a bucket, nothing but net. Dream catcher empty though, so what did I get? Another day older and new problems to sweat. A surly version of Samson with new columns to catch. As it stands, I got to find something to grab onto with both hands, man. I'm gripping at grains of sand that's steadily slipping past my grasp and landing in the trash can. I'm God's lonely man roaming the streets in a daze. It's hard to sleep, drowning in the sound of freeways. So past the Ativan and Xanax snacks, but maybe the lack of naps is just a phase that will be in the past one of these days. Gathering my sheep like a shepherd so I can count them while they graze. Not sure what scattered them. My mind makes molehills into mountains, never flood waters into fountains, then repeats the pattern. Till I'm out to pasture and my light is dim as the sunrise on Saturn. Tooth glistening through sinister grin while whispering words under my breath to death that he can't fathom, let alone ever heard, with a middle finger bird flipped and pointed right at him, leaving him staggered in the battle. But the end is nigh, and the war ends when I antimatter, then fracture the sky with split atoms and let the angels fly to carry my carcass across the chasm. Thank you. Pitch Black Monolith.
Keep it going for Meredith, y'all. Meredith, was that your first time on our stage? Yes, first timer. We've got a few first timers tonight. Please come back. All right. So that was the end of our open mic. What?
I don't know.
Just why? I'm just
Dad joke.
right. So, but the bar's still open. How late's the bar open tonight, Link? Do we know? Are they back to normal hours? 11?
11 or 12.
All right. If you want to hang right. If you want to hang out, you can. Please support the bar, support Yellow Cap Tavern. They've been our venue for years, and we're so thankful for that. If you want to come back to our next show, it'll be on the 20th. Again, we have Underdog Academy featuring. We'll have an open mic, $5 cover charge. That's going to be the only show, $5 cover charge, just because there's 4 of them, and we want to make sure that basically we pay them a living wage. So, because they do this for a living, and they're artists, so we gotta make sure we pay them. But yeah, hang out. You can hang out here. You can walk around downtown. I don't know, but
I don't know how safe that is.
I mean, most of these people are in groups, so stay in your group. No, just kidding. But hang out here. Thanks for coming out. And again, thank you to Nikki Allen. I don't know if she's still here, but okay. But yeah, that was a great feature. And thank you to everybody that hit the open mic, whether it's your first time or you've been here a while. We appreciate it. So that's it, folks. See you next show.
You know what? No, because not really, because she doesn't. She really doesn't. But yeah, she's really. She's a different. Nice.
I get to babysit Hazel.
I always forget how short Nikki Allen is. For whatever reason, I always think she's like my height.
Great job, Dad.
The wind is hitting Moraine just right.
Right? I got it time.
We're supposed to generally do it reasonably okay. You know, he's still at the point where he doesn't know how to make decisions about anything.
I'm gonna kill the stream.
That's normal.
Just go ahead and kill it, and then hit dismiss when the pop-up comes up. Yeah, end stream, and then what's it say?
End or not yet.
End.